Welcome to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. I'm your girl Mandii B, aka Full Car Pumps, aka Dat Bitch, aka Pet the Stallion. Yeah, baby. I'm all that. And go ahead.
Peggy Bundy.
You know, all
Hi,
of it.
everybody. It's Weezy. We are in the studio. Can't believe we made it. We swam here. Canal in Lafayette.
No, Eden is the only one who swam here. You walked over, and
That's
somehow
racist.
I was cool.
Wow.
Oh shit.
No,
we got an
my
angle
bad.
on you. I'm
You
sorry.
did. You just came from the Bronx.
That's
you know?
crazy. I thought she was going to say the boat. Damn,
No.
that's crazy. Wow.
Well, that too.
That I meant because
That too.
wow, way to get canceled.
Also, your apartment got flooded like 2 in advance.
Fact.
Right? Did they? Thank God they fixed the roof because that shit would have caved.
That would've been bad.
Fun story,
would've been
niggas.
really bad.
So my apartment got flooded when I came back from LA with Nina, and I had flown to LA, then flew to Orlando together, then fucking flew to New York. Couldn't wait to get in my bed after 2 weeks being gone to the ceiling on the bed. And I actually didn't really get too stressed out about it because I knew they were going to fix it. Now, this morning, we had flash flood warnings and the
tornado
remains
warning.
of Hurricane Ida. There was a tornado in Jersey. The building called me at 7 o'clock in the morning and said, we just want to make sure you're okay. I said, oh, now? Because you know I'll be staying at the 60 hotel again on y'all dime. Hell no, I'm not okay, bitch. But the ceiling ain't fall. So fine. They really wanted to see how much more they were going to have to pay up. Because I sent that invoice. Bitch, when I tell you I put everything, I put the food, I put the clothes I had to get. Because even though I had clothes in my apartment, I didn't feel like wearing them because of the smell. So I went and shopped.
Understandable.
Right.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't give a damn.
Yeah,
Old ass brown.
I do hope, and I know you guys are hearing this a little late, but I hope that everyone across kind of the whole East Coast, it literally hit from Louisiana. It affected people in Philly, up here in New York. So I assume the whole DMV also got hit a little bit. Jersey, I really just hope everybody was safe.
8 people died. A 2-year-old kid drowned.
70, 60-year-old. Like there's a lot of people that were left without electricity. So really, hopefully now, once you're listening to this, you're in a space where it's a little better. Because yeah, that shit was kind of crazy. Climate change.
Are we
is fucking us up.
even still here? Because if not, fun party. Like this is wild shit, my nigga. And you know what made it even funnier? Today is one of the most beautiful days I've seen.
Oh,
in a long
it's
time.
so nice outside.
Very
Yo,
nice.
Wolf
It's like
was
the
just
calm-
saying.
the
He said
calm
it's
after
like
the storm?
It's like
The
nothing
calm
ever
after the storm.
happened last night.
Oh, no,
It's
the
the
calm.
calm-
I think that's the calm before the storm.
So what happens after the storm?
Nigga, a
Party.
wonderful time.
There you go.
You know
It
what?
is beautiful.
My privilege ass. I felt so guilty because I didn't want to say it. Vinny and I were fucking looking at all the floods and shit this morning, and I was like, damn. But when I looked outside, I said, should we go to the pool?
Well, it's not even like it's hot outside though, because it's in the 70s, but it's beautiful. Like there's a breeze. It's not too hot. And that's the thing too. This summer, we've been getting hit with fucking like sweltering fucking weather, like 97 degrees or 7. I don't even think we've really been in the 80s all summer.
Raining every weekend.
Raining every fucking day.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like it's been hot girl summer wear. Not here. So what do we call fall?
Fall.
Damn, there ain't like no
Autumn.
Oh, wait, coffin season. Coffin season.
Coffin season. Ooh.
Nigga, COVID. The
I
way
mean,
COVID.
that's
Coffin like
it's really
Halloween?
No, it's cuffing season.
You were close.
No,
Coffin.
my
I
bad.
thought she said coughing like October.
Oh God, no. Then I thought
You
I
started
was-
coughing like sickness.
And see, this is why English is the hardest language to learn because it just all sounds the fucking.
Do you know how I know it's hard? Because Cardi B said on Wild Side something about this hoes, and Jocelyn be saying that too, like this bitches ain't shit. And I'm in Spanish, is this and these one word?
This and these?
No.
These. Like the different
Este.
pronunciations for
I think
Yeah,
there's
like
just an
este.
accent.
este.
Como este. See, yeah, like these.
See, it's a whole
Esta,
different word.
este.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, boy, girl.
Okay, so them bitches just ain't getting it together.
No.
But either way, English is hard as hell.
No, English is pretty ridiculous.
Also, with cuffing season, there's a whole schedule. I don't know if you knew this.
Oh, wait,
okay.
cuffing season schedule.
Yes.
So scouting took place last month.
Yes. And
As of right now, guys, we are in drafting mode.
Right.
So between September 1st through the 30th is drafting season. So this is where you start to really get the hoes in line on where they are in your roster. Are they going to be starters?
Right.
Are they going to come off the bench?
Right.
Then you have tryouts. This is where you just start fucking everybody who you drafted because this is where you see whose dick is going to hold up to par. And at this point, just make sure you
really
keep-
disappointing.
What? No? No, is that not right? Tryouts is when
It's
you gotta
September.
try out.
If I knew I was supposed to be scouting last month, I didn't know.
You didn't. Well, you could catch up. Like drafting, there's free agents now. People who scouted last month who don't really want the people.
Right.
Like you have some free agents out there.
You got time.
So you can start drafting. You have plenty of time. So tryouts is between October 1st through 31st. Then you have preseason. This is where you start putting them to work.
Which how many dicks are you supposed to have by preseason?
Preseason, I would say
2 at least.
at least 2, but this is where you start seeing which guys are really putting in effort.
Right.
Which guys are getting you, because this is November 1st through 30th. So this is where you see, have they got you flowers yet?
Right.
Have they taken you on dates? Are they paying for everything? Because you got to get ready to make sure this nigga is about to give you a gift on Christmas. You know what I mean? So preseason is November 1st through 30th.
I'm looking at the schedule.
And
This is
then
wild.
December 1st, this is the longest part of cuffing season.
Yeah.
December 1st
To
through January 15th.
Oof.
But that's because you really are in heavy if this nigga is here for Christmas and New Year's. Okay?
And Three Kings Day.
What the hell that?
It's for Latinos. It's okay.
What is Three Kings Day?
It's like we
for Latin
celebrate-
Kings?
Yeah, because we celebrate like the Three Kings.
It's like a gang thing?
No, it's they can't bearing. Not all Latinos are in gangs.
Oh, but I said Latin
They
Kings.
can't-
Latin Kings is a
They
gang.
can't bearing with gifts with frankincense, myrrh, and gold, and Jesus. And
Three
stuff.
kings?
Yeah.
Damn, so everybody get 3 niggas?
No, I mean, you know what? Let's do it.
I can have 3
Let's do it.
kings?
You can have 3 kings.
You know
3
what?
whole
Let me
kings.
start marking Hispanic on my motherfucker.
I
you
thought
go.
that was like the holiday.
It is a holiday.
Did I
But it's 3 kings.
Don't
Tres
tell me.
Kingos.
Kingos.
Reina is queen.
Rey.
Rey.
Yeah.
R-E-I.
Rey.
Like Ray Romano.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Oh, Ray?
Like with Sun
That's
Ray.
not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, then you have the playoffs.
Why didn't I say a ray of sunshine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ray Lewis.
But everyone loves Raymond. Close enough. Ray J. Sorry.
Wow. If you
all right. Then January 16th through February 13th is the playoffs. Again, hopefully you have narrowed it down to at least one man because the championship game takes place. You guessed it on Valentine's Day.
I don't care about anything but New Year's at this point.
Really?
Over the last few years, I've noticed Valentine's Day, I don't really give a fuck about because like I've been single on Valentine's Day and I've had mad fun with homegirls. I've been on a Tinder date on Valentine's Day. Like, and also, this is gonna sound fucked up, but like when you got a good nigga, like Valentine's Day is nothing. I'm eating good, I'm getting good shit all the time. I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get good dick all the time. I get flowers. He don't cook, but we go out and eat.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you eat it,
But I don't know if we're gonna do that now.
But
like one thing you
specifically
have
with
to-
New Year's,
Yeah.
there is something. So when I was dating Old Bay in 2019,
Ooh.
I was in Tulum. He went to Amsterdam for New Year's.
Mm.
And I remember like I felt so alone. And we both the whole time were like, yo, like we should have made our plans together. Like this shit was fucking sad. Like, you know, you're at least coupled up with like a hoe for the night. Even like it was just bad. And yeah, I maybe made out with that guy there, but still I would have rather it had been him.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
It was sick nipple fuck. I don't know if anybody remembers.
Yes.
I ran into him on the beach.
No G.
Remember that?
Yes.
With my homegirls, just like, look at this little white man. Anyway, long story short, when we did Colombia, that was fun. Like, I felt like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's prostitution, there's drugs and alcohol, and beach and bay. So I think New Year's is really where you got to get somebody. And after that, fuck them niggas. Christmas, sometimes you could be at the beginning of the dating stage, so you don't want to introduce them to people. Then you can save on the gift. Like, fuck that. Just New Year's. By the time Valentine's Day comes, not a big deal because you got Memorial Day weekend, you got All-Star weekend, you have a lot of hoe opportunities. And then March is spring break, you dip off, take a little trip, you'll be fine. New Year's is the big
I ain't
one.
gonna hold you. That's probably why I have been single on Valentine's Day because the bitch definitely was. All-Star weekend falls on Valentine's Day weekend
Yes, all the time.
Why do they do that?
You know?
Because all them niggas is hoes anyways. Like they not finna be, you know, really
Lot of
with their
gift giving
wives and
that
shit. They're all-stars and they're gonna go and have an all-star motherfucking time.
it's all-star gifts.
Do they bring their wives?
I hope
I mean,
not.
one did, but she left the last day, so that's when I slid right in.
Ooh, she already knew.
I ain't shit.
You slipped
I
it
am
out.
not shit.
You knew.
No, but that was before I became, you know, a
Loyal
woman.
and
It's interesting though, like this falls, like my birthday is coming up, so I'm like
what's your
trying to
sign
make
again?
plans for my birthday, October 11th.
So she's
What
Someone help me
Libra.
out. There you go.
You know what I mean? The best sign, even though
Were
I
you
believe
really
that
gonna
shit.
know?
No, I didn't know.
No, I'm a Libra. And so it's weird because now this would be my second birthday. We're kind of celebrating together. So
Does this group match technically? I'm a Virgo, you're a Libra, and you're a Pisces?
We should have an astrologist come back.
Yes.
Because we had one come and do our birth chart, but we should have them talk about like specific compatibility. And I've been wanting to do a Horrible Decisions episode with our teams. Damn, it sucks because Vinny is gone. But like that would have been fun. Like literally Eden, Vinny, a Dave, what people talking about behind the scenes stuff, us talking about shit. I think that'd be really fun.
Dave and I are Virgos, so we're cool.
I don't know shit about no Virgo.
I think Wax is a Virgo too.
Maybe we could bring Benson in for a bit.
Woo!
That'd be fun.
Nice throwback.
Right?
Right.
Birthday. Last year you were in a fucking hurricane.
Last year I was in Mexico for a hurricane, and then we had our live show in Cancun. And
and then you got
and then I came back and was COVID positive for 6 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah,
6 weeks.
I literally was out for a month and a half, which is also
You don't remember when I had to find the Mexican COVID test because they were only giving COVID tests at the time?
I remember this.
Isn't it the phases of COVID funny?
Actually, no.
No.
Been very funny.
I'm talking about of what is where your head was. You were wiping down a box first.
Right.
Then you wanted a vaccine bad. Then it came out too fast and you freaked out. Then you're in the fucking part where you can't find a shot. You're waiting in line for fucking days. Now they're begging you to get the shot.
Now you get $100 for a shot here.
Damn,
Now
I
you
forgot
get
to
Shake
ask them
Shack.
for my $100.
How long,
New York
I'm
State?
about to go back. Them motherfuckers owe me $100.
how long ago did you go?
Yesterday.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting here with a hurt arm.
No, you'll get an email within a sentence.
Shit.
Yeah.
But they should have gave me my $100 right there.
Nah, it's like more like you got to sign up and type shit.
Oh,
It can't be that
nigga, they
easy.
always want you to do.
They can't just hand me a $100 bill.
I wish.
Oh, they
I
some
wish it was that easy.
motherfuckers.
But yeah, it is weird. We did go through a lot of different phases for COVID. I mean, there was also like the toilet paper phase. There was the 5G towers gave us COVID phase.
Dog, mind you, when I was living in Mexico, these are all the people that are like crypto investors and like super hippie. Everybody was talking about 5G, dog. And me and old baby used to just be sitting on the beach like, damn, for real? They gonna put the microchip in us, bitch. Dog, this one hoe got me one time. I was high as fuck. And all I remember is she was saying, like, literally, I know logistically this couldn't be real, but she was fucking with me. I felt like I was on a game show. We're at this jungle party, and she was like, no, like, everything around you, you know how your phone picks up what you're saying and suddenly you see advertisements for it? That's what's happening with the chip. It's tracking our brains.
All right.
But mind you, I'm high. I'm like, bitch, what you think they got? You think they got us out here? Because we ain't even got signal. And she's like, it doesn't matter. It's satellite. Like the bitch had an answer for everything. I still follow her. Her name is Salam. Yeah.
It's long.
The bitch still lives there, and she works at a cafe called Kubrick, and it's in Centro and downtown Tulum, and you can tell her I was talking shit too.
Let her know.
Huh?
I said let her know.
Oh, every time people go to Tulum, I be like, yo, go see the blind girl and tell her to tell you about the satellite, because the shit is so fucking funny.
She was blind?
Blonde.
Oh.
Which is probably why she has this idea.
Dude,
Wow.
her dog
Blonde
had a
shaming?
microchip.
Blonde.
Does your cat have a microchip?
No.
Oh, that's right. You bought it from...
I got it from
does
the
your
hood.
dog have a microchip?
I got my motherfucking cat for
Oh,
$20 from a crackhead. And the only thing I did was make sure his balls was cut so he couldn't spray in my house.
Oh.
But I ain't get no chip
I
in him.
just learned
that
that
nigga
people
don't go
call it spray.
outside. Like you put a chip in a cat who goes in and outside.
Well,
my cat don't go outside.
The guy told me when, like, so she already came with the chip, and he was like,
what?
Yeah. Like anybody that came in this dog, it's City Pups, like where I got her from. But the guy was like, this is not like find my iPhone, okay? If you lose your dog, I can't just track her. He's like, but if anything happens and they take her to a shelter, the microchip will, they'll see your info. So the girl was so into this satellite thought, she fucking took her dog's microchip out because they thought, dude.
All right.
No, she was fun. She was a little hula hooper too. And now she's a barista. So anyway.
I'm weak.
Vanilla. Wait. You wanted to talk about your zoo date?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we talked a lot about cuffing season, but I mean that's something new that I just did for the first time. I went to the zoo.
Oh, which one?
And it was so cute. I went to the Central Park Zoo.
Whoa.
I mean, they only got by 5 animals.
It's still cool.
So I was literally going up to the like little cage areas, and I was like, they couldn't have gotten more because you literally got to catch them at the right time. Because like the bear was asleep, they had one bear, so bitch, you couldn't see a bear Okay.
Right.
And then the seals, they feed them. They had like 3 seals. They had 1 red panda. I was like,
The red panda is actually kind of rare.
The red panda is really cute.
Yeah, and very rare. Yeah.
Oh, is it rare?
sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they didn't have a lot
No,
of
because
animals.
the black and white ones, they got them in like excess.
The red panda, that's it. That's a red panda. And it was so cute. And it was just running. I was like, oh, it looks like it's running like Bodhi.
It looks like Nina.
Yeah, no, but the zoo was super, super cute. Y'all know I'm from Orlando. So I was just like running up to the seals like how I would at SeaWorld.
Did they have
like,
people-
ooh, I want to get up close. I want to take a picture of the seals. Ooh, look at the seal wave. Look
Were
at the
people
seal dance.
protesting outside?
No.
Yeah, I was wondering about that for a second.
No, there was no protest. It was just really, really cute. I really enjoyed it. It was my first time on a date to the zoo. So I really liked
That's cute.
Yeah, it was super cute.
Did you get your picture taken or anything? Any souvenirs?
I mean, I took pictures with him. We
Hey.
was like looking cute.
It's so funny when you're like at a place like that in your city and you be saying shit like, no, we live here. We don't need that.
Well, it was crazy. I mean, I've been in New York like almost 9 years now, and I didn't even know how to get to the motherfucking zoo. I knew there was one, but
Isn't it in the Bronx?
I've only been to the Bronx Zoo. I didn't even know where the fuck.
Where's the
Central,
other one?
Central Park.
Central Park.
Oh, Central Park Zoo.
I went to the Central Park Zoo, and it was just really cute. So I enjoyed myself. I think that this last year and a half has been very interesting because you've definitely been put outside of yourself in terms of where you can go on dates.
Right.
And even right now in New York, you're not getting inside nowhere without a vaccination card. So if you
You
date
can't
in-
eat outside though.
yeah,
could eat
but
outside.
I'm talking about
But it's about to
indoor
get cold.
indoor things or
Yeah, once it
things
starts
like
getting
that.
cold,
You were
ooh.
fucked.
You're fucked. And what if you date an anti-vaxxer? What if you date someone who doesn't want to get the vaccine?
Right.
Like now, even where you guys have to compromise in terms of dates is going to be interesting, especially when it gets cold.
What if you meet Salam? Because I'm gonna tell you what Salam will tell you. My body, my choice. If I can have an abortion, I should have the right not to get the vaccine because I know there's a microchip.
Well, speaking of, that's what I actually wanted to bring up today for our vanilla shit. If you guys have been following this show, Weezy and I have both shared our experiences with abortions. We've had people on who worked at Planned Parenthood.
And apparently too many abortion jokes.
A lot of abortion jokes because I'm all here for the vacuum. But what's crazy is Roe
What's
versus
it look like?
what? What's what look like?
What does
vacuum.
what look like? The abortion vacuum?
Yeah. Can we not Google the abortion vacuum?
Why not?
You sure? I'm right here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it looks like a little tool. I don't think it really looked like a vacuum. See, it looks like a syringe. It's a syringe and it sucks the baby out.
Oh, it's like a turkey.
It's like a turkey baster. So it just go right in there and suck the little
A
dot out.
manual vacuum aspiration.
Sorry, you said turkey baster.
It does look like a
It
turkey
does, though.
baster.
It does.
And even the way they put it in.
Yeah, because they definitely do the speculum to open up your coochie. To make it, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, but Wolf is in the back like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel it.
But I wanted to talk about this. If you guys are patrons, we briefly talked about the
Okay, I ain't gonna
whistleblowers
lie.
in Texas.
When you look at the picture, it do make me feel a little guilty. Not Republican guilty, but damn.
Is it really guilt?
I don't feel
Because
good.
see, when they show the fetus pictures, if the baby it's not a cute looking fetus.
This doesn't look big enough for like a baby. So
No,
I feel like
but this one makes me feel bad.
No, but look at this one. This one is probably the one they used on me because mine was just a
Talking about
dot.
this one, right?
So they just pulled
Why
the
you
dot
said
out.
on me like they had specific
Yeah,
pussy?
no, because this ain't gonna fit a baby. You can't suck a baby out.
This is a
into
first
that.
trimester one that you're looking at now.
Oh, there's different sizes.
I guess there's different sizes.
First trimester. There's a second trimester one too?
I'm not going to Google that.
Okay, yeah, don't pull that up.
Oh my God. No, this one right here where you see it in there and it looks like it's coming out of the tube, that makes me feel a little bad. But again,
If you guys are listening to us in audio, definitely just go on your phone and Google abortion vacuum aspiration. That's what we're looking at, and you can see the pictures that we are viewing as well. But I wanted to get into this because while I brought it up on our vanilla shit during our last town hall, oh, I'm sorry. I was actually discussing the whistleblowers. So as of right now, there's currently a group in Texas that is paying people to whistleblow and tell on people who either accompany you to an abortion or tell on you if you are getting an abortion. And what's crazy is Texas now has a 6-week abortion ban that takes effect after the Supreme Court inaction. So the Supreme Court did go ahead and overrule Roe versus Wade in this decision in Texas. So it is now illegal for you to get an abortion after 6 weeks. And what's crazy is they are now fining people up to $10,000 so even if you're an Uber driver and you take someone on their way to get an abortion, you can be told on and be fined $10,000 for this, which is crazy because now at this point, y'all are motherfucking hurting or fining and punishing women for the choices in their own body more than fucking rapists, more than the people who administer fucking harm onto women. And I'm fucking disgusted. And of course, because the internet is so amazing, I wanted to share this. Abortion help. You can go to needabortion.org, plancpills.org, or aidaccess.org. Plan C pills are actually abortion pills that can be mailed to you, sent to you in the mail.
Okay, now they needed to have that a long time ago.
No shit, but it's really,
it should be like Roman or something.
It's one of the things. So it's a safe at home abortion, and Plan C provides up-to-date information on how people in the U.S. are accessing abortion pills online. Yeah. So if you are in Texas and you fear for whatever reason, or you're in a situation where you want to have an abortion, and there's multiple reasons. I mean, shit, do you want to go back and forth as to different reasons as to why women may want abortions? There's a lot of men listening, a lot of women listening. And if you are pro-life, we can literally go down back and forth like a game and say all of the reasons as to why a woman may want an abortion.
So many arguments in the street, bro. Oh God. When I lived with Enoch, I remember I was driving my car passing the Amway Arena. We lived in downtown Orlando, and there was a huge anti-abortion rally downtown. And I called him and I said, have you seen this? Can you see this from outside? He was like, yeah. He was like, I don't want you to get in trouble, because I was in and out of jail at that time. Go upstairs. I said, I'm just going to take the dog on a walk. He's like, no, Gila, please don't go. No. Bitch, I went down there, fucked them all up. First of all, everybody with their foster care bullshit. Do you know the amount of child abuse in foster care? The amount of children that end up in the system that don't have access to, one, a better education, healthcare, any of that shit. The mistreatment in foster care is wild. I don't know if anyone is willing to talk about their experience who's been in and out of foster care, but I've never heard this amazing fucking tale ever for somebody who was adopted. There's always some fucking pain and strife with that shit.
I also want to add that there are so many medical ailments, one in which being, and I just had it on my goddamn head. Epilepsy. So when you are epileptic, which is where you just get random seizures, depending on the medication you are on, it actually can have effect on either the baby while you're pregnant, or you are a high risk pregnancy, which means you can actually die in giving birth. Wow. And I have a family member who's epileptic, and the conversation, like literally, they pretty much told her not to get attached to the baby until 17 weeks.
Wow.
To be sure that it was even forming correctly in her because of the medication that she was on.
Wow.
And also the idea that you could literally have a seizure while giving birth. You can die giving birth if you're epileptic. I was also just reading all of these abortion stories. If you're on Twitter, I dive into all of the Twitter threads, and so many women were sharing the fact that they had been raped, and the cause of trauma that had. And again, trigger warning. But there are women, I mean, shit, I was pregnant at 16. Do you think I'd probably motherfucking be here today in this space and accomplish what I've done? Maybe so. A lot of women do accomplish things with children. But I had my abortion at 16 years old. I was fucking going into the 11th grade, and I can't honestly say where the fuck I would be right now if I would have, decided to keep the baby. Right. And so this is unfortunate, especially because, again, if you guys were on our town hall, there's actually medical studies showing that you're not actually 9 months pregnant. You're actually 10 months pregnant. There's a certain amount of weeks in which that you're really pregnant. So a lot of times when you go in to your pregnancy, they don't even really know the exact date. And a lot of times they add 2 weeks anyways. Like, I told this on Patreon. They told me I was 6 weeks, and I was like, no, bitch, I'm 4 weeks. It was 4th of July. I know when the nigga did it, and I knew exactly, and they just kept trying to tell me I was 6 weeks pregnant. So it's really interesting that this is now banning a law at 6 weeks for you to be.
Do you know why there is that padding for the 2 weeks?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yes.
That's weird.
A whole 2 week padding. Does it really benefit anybody outside of like maybe getting that person excited for the fact.
Well, that's the thing too. I know that they, a lot of hospitals also just like to induce. They like to put your pregnancy on a schedule, so they will let you know when your due date is. Because a lot of times they have to schedule that shit. They have to make sure a doctor's going to be available.
Right.
Like a lot of that actually has. It's our fucking.
Plus, a lot of people
system.
get like pregnant for like more than 9 months too, right? Or am I bugging for saying that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Pregnancy time frame is really about 10 months. Hold on. There are about 40 weeks in a full-term pregnancy. If you assume that a month is exactly 4 weeks long, that makes 10 months of pregnancy. The problem with this calculation is that it assumes that each month lasts 28 days. We know that only fucking February is 28 days. So you actually have months with 30 and 31
so
days.
they're adding it on the back end.
Yes.
In reality, but when you're going in there, they say 6.
Yes, because of the different. Yeah, exactly. So that's actually what it is. So that's why. So this is just hurtful. Again, we've been advocates here on not only sexual liberation, but being pro-choice, and the idea that they're really kind of like, this is a Supreme Court ruling in Texas. And it's scary because that means that a lot of other states, specifically red states, can fall in line with this. And it's kind of unfortunate.
They shut it down today, I believe. Right?
No, I don't. Not that I saw.
So the last Google search I did from ABC 10, apparently the update is that the Supreme Court voted 5-4 to deny an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they denied it.
So they denied it. Yeah.
But still, Texas has been going crazy. So the Texas abortion ban, but the Supreme Court is a different thing, and they just found out
two hours ago, Supreme Court refuses to block Texas abortion law. So they're keeping it.
Yeah. They're keeping
I thought
no. The Supreme Court went against Roe versus Wade and refuses to block this.
I read they're denying abortion law.
They're denying. Refusing this law. So they're going to allow Texas to move forward with this abortion law.
Dude, is it Jesus freaks? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's fucking sickening.
And by that, I mean disrespect.
Yeah.
I for one, I produce a Bible podcast. Everyone knows I love Brianda, and I think that's the most religious person in my life. But golly, I don't even hear her talk about this fucking bullshit. It's ridiculous to me because it's this weird moral high ground. You know what I mean?
Right.
That people suddenly take when it comes to abortions, especially men, which cracks me up the most.
Abortion, religion, and that's why y'all already know how I think.
Niggas ain't shit. I'm getting the shit tatty. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all already know how I feel about people that like religion. Because you know the one thing they really not going to talk about? How nobody in the Bible was white. But we going to keep on going with dead.
Ibrahim don't sound
They wasn't even really white in real life. But let's get into our hors d'oeuvre. Our hors d'oeuvre this week is a tip that I found, and it's actually one that I've been recently doing, and I find it to be really exciting. But it's actually, and this is for those of you who have a partner, it's a way to not only get them to open up to you, but for you to feel more comfortable with talking to your partner. So this hors d'oeuvre this week is to brainstorm a list of fantasies. As I was even going through the home mail, there's so many people that write in home mail and they're like, but I already know my partner's not going to be down for it. Or I already know how my partner is going to respond. Or I already know my partner's XYZ. And brainstorming a list of fantasies will ironically not only open communication with you and your partner, but it'll get you to really think outside the box and really see how far your partner's mind goes. So it says, create a bucket list of no stress, exciting ideas to try together. If you come up with something that both parties aren't into, put it on a maybe list and revisit it later. Not only is making a list together fun, simply talking about desires can keep things hot. Communication allows you to fantasize consensually so that you can focus on pleasure in the bedroom with no hesitation.
I'm trying to think. Recently, I feel like Old Bay and I have done so much. So it's like, Pagan's out and we fucking did everything else. But, you know, with the new person I'm sleeping with, I recently discussed he's semi-conservative, which I maybe enjoy because I'm not. You know what I mean? I think sometimes that can be fun when you're with someone who's the total opposite of you. And I had a phone call with a friend of mine on FaceTime. And he called me while I was in a club or something. And I don't know what it was about this particular girl, but he like enjoyed her flirting with me. And I was watching it slowly happen. You know what I mean? And then the next thing, I'm on a flight back to New York, literally getting on the plane, and he's like, get off, yo. Like, he's like, I can't stop thinking about you and fucking you with her, or like fucking anybody. He's like, that just like drove me insane. Dog, we're like taking off. I'm taxiing and we're like sexting like crazy. And literally our entire conversation since then, like when we're sexting, we're deep in it, it's like all about how it would happen. And just like, it sounds silly as somebody that was in a throuple and that's had mad threesomes, but it is really exciting to experience something new with someone new. For example, it's not new to me, but it's new to you, so I'm enjoying it. And I think that a lot of people sometimes may put somebody down that hasn't done something, or even he maybe didn't want to get excited with me about talking about threesomes because he knows I've been on my shit. You know what I mean? Like, right. He knows Weezy, he knows what I've done, he's heard the stories. So I was even a little bit surprised that he was cool with like kind of just mentioning little things, because I think most times we're very into trying to impress that partner by showing them how much we've done, because we don't want them to feel like we're not as experienced, you know? Like, if you meet somebody in the future and they know how many times you've been to sex clubs or done things, the first thing they may say is like, oh yeah, I've heard of it. Like, or they'll want to tell you what they know. That's just a natural thing. So you don't feel like someone who's completely out of the loop. But it has been super fun. And I think it's great that he's kind of let me lead or walk him through it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but he's fine, so probably.
If you're vanilla and you're dating someone, I think a nice way to ease your way into the fantasies, if you don't, you know, if you're not fully comfortable going there just yet, is talking about things that you've never done and then starting doing first with them that aren't in the bedroom. So say your partner has never been to a sip and paint. Say, I want to experience that with you first. So you can even start by talking about things you've never done. I've never been to the Empire State Building. Let's be tourists one day and just go. So I think building things to do as a first outside the bedroom, I think would be a fun thing to do before starting digging into your kinky sexual fantasies in the bedroom. Nice,
actually.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like creating first with a partner, regardless whether it's in the bedroom or not, literally creates like this special bond with that person.
And you have to let go of, because some women will say things like, well, who'd you do this with before? It don't fucking matter. Bitch.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard men do that to me. Women have done that to me. It's annoying, bro.
It ruins it. It ruins it for me personally. Now,
I'm not thinking about that person at all.
I'm curious, like, at what point can you actually tell, let's say for me, how, if I were to have a partner,
right?
When would I be able to kind of ease in the idea of a fantasy I have?
Honestly, literally, it could be the second time y'all had sex. It could be 2 years later. I think that that's something where, and the way that I've been doing it is just laying in the bed. I have these galaxy lights now. So depending if I'm on shrooms or not, we really be in the galaxy.
I have to find out what I got.
I really don't know who I am anymore. I literally just be doing the fucking chocolate shrooms. My homegirls brought it from LA and now.
Bro, I heard those are some fire ass shit.
But these galaxy lights, when you do it, you literally just lay there and we'll look at the ceiling. And it's kind of like we're outside looking at the stars. And I think that's this is literally what I have in my room. And so literally just looking up at the ceiling and looking at the galaxy lights, you could literally just start brainstorming there. You're not applying pressure. It's a good conversation. And you're not in the act of sex. You're just laying there talking.
Right.
So to me, that's something to where, you know, and you can gauge it.
It's different with everybody. Like
it is.
I remember with Scissors, and no shade to her, but she is very shy. As nasty as she can be, I felt like she was so shy in person.
Those would be the nastiest ones.
Like, right? And she'd be like, oh, I don't know. But in texting and shit, it was easier to get it out of her. And some people, it's a little more premeditated so you can think out your answer, so it could help. The only thing with texting that like drives me insane is I gotta wait for your response.
Yeah.
So because just imagine me tell somebody something.
If you say something crazy, you could just put an LOL at the end. And then if you
don't you dare give a reaction and not know words.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. No, you could just do an LOL to kind of test the waters and see what their motherfucking response might be. I don't know. That's an option. I did also want to lead this into our horrible decision this week. Again, if you guys are new listeners and haven't been able to go all the way back, we used to do a Kink of the Week segment. And we like to talk about different kinks here. And I found this article on desert.co.za. I assume, is that what, New Zealand or something? If it's .za, that means it's in another country, right?
It's from
.za,
Dutch.
Okay.
There you go.
So this is from a Dutch website, but they went into 8 unusual sexual kinks that are fun to try together. So if you're talking about, again, your fantasies, here's 8 kinks that maybe you and your partner can try together. Weezy, let me know if you've done them before, or let me know if you think this might be something that you would try if you're vanilla, long-term, short-term. Let me know when you should introduce this. This first one is called sploshing or wham. Do you know what sploshing or wham is?
Food.
Close. Yeah, I guess it involves it a little bit.
Smashing food?
Splashing. Wham actually means wet and messy.
Ooh.
So these sexual kinks are known as wet and messy fetishes because they involve often food, and things generally get extremely messy during the act. People like to cover themselves in food, eat food off of each other, and even own special tanks that they can do this in.
Yikes.
A surprisingly large amount of people are into sploshing, thanks to the high rates of cinephiles in the world.
Is it 2 O's or 1 O?
Splashing is 1 O.
1 O.
Food has always been a sensual thing, and people that find food sexy like to involve it more in their sexual plays. You don't have to be extreme about it, but dabbling might teach you something. And then they give examples. So something like edible body paint is a nice entry-level step. Whipped cream bikinis is also very popular, and investigating sexual kinks a little bit more with dessert spreads. This doesn't have to do with food, but wet and messy to me reminds me of something that I like is literally, I say, make a mess on me. And I just like him to literally just nut on me. Like, so shoot his cum, whether it lands on my face, on my tits, on my stomach, and then we go back into the next round. Nice. So now it's messy because the nut is on him, it's on my sheet.
Well, assuming that not everybody can get it up next, like, right after.
Then just lay on her.
I would say a good way to do like
just
wet
lay
and
on
messy
her?
shit.
With the nut. If the nut is all over her body, you can make it wet and messy by just laying on top of her.
And then it's kind of like,
oh yeah, and then it's sticky, so then y'all shower together.
But in the act, wet and messy, I think a good like way to do that is so. Recently, like I was super high. When I'm really high and I suck dick, I can't. Like my mouth is
dry.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I have water and I'll just put it in my mouth, swish it around, and then just makes my mouth wetter and the dick wetter. But then I was like, what if it was a lot? So sometimes I'll fill my mouth with the water, and then it's just getting like spitty and messy and wet and wetter, and it's really fun. Like shit like that. I think another thing, especially.
That's funny. I do that. Well, when we between rounds, we'll like be thirsty, of course, because we just worked out, and he'll put it in his mouth, and instead of giving me the water bottle, he'll feed me the water from his mouth.
Ew.
Oh,
I don't know.
It's so filthy and nasty. I love it.
Called?
Is that bird feeding?
It is kind of bird feeding.
Something like that. I love it. By then it's room temperature, clearly. But
God.
I'm just saying it ain't that cold by the time it go from his mouth to mine.
Does he swish it in his mouth and then pass it on?
No, he'll just drink a little bit of it, and then whatever's left, he'll dump it in my mouth.
Why is his mouth so hot?
Because we just been fucking, and he's a human being. Our body temperature like 90 something, 97.1.
0.1.
Wow.
A bitch been having to get her temperature taken.
I was like, clearly you just got your shit taken.
We are hot. We are hot bitches. But did you have anything else to add to that? Maybe for someone who's vanilla?
I would say with with anyone who's, having sex with someone with a penis, for women or like lesbian fantasies too. Like, I think the messiest thing that I really was able to do, like, I like pussy all over me. So like, if you're eating someone out and you're laying down, right, and they're like riding your face, like they can drag it, like, and leave a little snail trail, like that's fun too. I mean, you can do that on anybody.
Have y'all ever fucked food? I just learned what a cinephile was.
She fucked a cucumber.
Oh,
I guess that is food fucking, huh?
Yeah, that's
I didn't
food
think
fucking.
about that.
Well, I guess the cucumber fucked her.
I didn't think about that.
Technically, the cucumber.
No, I had to hold it. It didn't walk over to me.
But it penetrated you. It fucked you.
I fucked myself with a cucumber.
Oh,
right. So
okay.
that's
Technically, like all right. A
cinephile is a person who likes to fuck foods and finds food arousing. Never mind.
So that's what a cinephile is.
Well, it's not as bad as what was it? The Russian guy that is attracted to the ashtray. You weren't here for that. It was great.
The next one is basic, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It is cataptronophilia,
Wow,
which
you
is
killed
actually
that shit.
I killed it, right?
That shit, yeah.
I mean, I was looking at this article for a minute. So that's actually just the idea of having sex with your significant other in front of a mirror.
I feel like we just talked about that with Good Moms Bad Choice.
Yeah, that one is pretty interesting. The other one is pygophilia. One of the most sexualized areas of the human body is the rear end or buttocks. Yes. We also talked about that in depth with Vinny. But a pygophiliac is someone who is aroused by seeing and touching a person's derriere. These sexual kinks are especially prevalent in men, with women's behinds being the main attraction. Now, y'all know I'm motherfucking Peg the Stallion. I love massaging a butt.
I love ass.
Women, men, it don't matter. If I'm fucking you 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say you want a massage, and it's just so that I can massage your ass. Oh. I love spreading an ass cheek apart.
I think I just love it. That genuinely can get off from just this.
I love it.
When I was fucking Colette, she had this dom, and she would go over there just to get spankings, and he remained fully dressed. And then when her and I had our threesome, with, what did I call him? He was just like a really rich, hot white guy in the West Village. Nice. But anyway, when we would go over there, he would do a lot of that, like spanking, slapping, like super dumb shit. He had like toys, like contraptions. And that was the first time where I was like, oh, like you really need nothing else. Like it's just something about, it's almost because some of them know that you want to get fucked real bad because you're so horny. And they won't give it to you. Like, it's almost like they get off on withholding it.
I love slapping ass, massaging ass, sticking ass, licking ass, everything to do with ass. Like, I just really, and to find a man with a nice ass, give it to me. I think that's also, I like women with really nice asses too, especially when they have the little cuff booties. I love a little cuff on a booty.
Yes.
Oh my God.
A cuff booty.
I love
my God. A cuff booty, Lord.
I do. I love a little cuff on a booty, bitch. All right, the next one is an auditory fetish. Perhaps the most popular auditory fetish includes the use of swear words during sex.
Okay,
now this is real vanilla. People that enjoy talking dirty in the bedroom may actually find specific words very erotic.
Did they list them out?
They did not, so I wanted to know if you would. But if you find yourself
Daddy,
getting excited,
slut, whore, bitch, fuck me, pussy. Okay. Let me harder, faster, deeper.
Come.
Just like naming stuff.
Make a mess. Nut. Give me that nut.
Oh my God.
I don't know how I'd react to give me that nut.
Bro, stop it. We talked about this. Y'all gotta say nut. Come on, bro.
I would start laughing if someone told me.
You want me nut on you? What?
Oh my God, that's so sexy. Eden. Oh, don't turn me on.
You're welcome.
Oh.
I'm just
yes,
here.
nut on me, baby. Oh. What?
Is that a bad visual?
Okay, well, can you not laugh too? Nutting is good. Like, I like peanut butter.
Wait,
I drink oat milk, almond nut.
They call it nut
bush. Listen, give me that nut, baby.
Hold on, wait. Can I just ask, does your man tell you he's about to nut?
He's a little bit more silent. I have to like really ask him to like as I know he's about to come, I'd be like, can you moan? I love when you moan. I just be telling him like, I want to hear you. Can I hear you? I want to hear you.
Oh, he does.
He's pretty quiet.
What word does he say?
I'm about to bust.
I think it's bust.
But which one's preferred?
But see, now it's different because now instead of like really asking for the nut, I'll ask to make a mess on me. Okay. That's my instructions like on where I want him to come. Yes. So that's
do I say mess?
Make a mess.
I think I say. Like, I'll use the word cover. Like, I want you to cover.
I'll be like, can you make a mess? Yeah. Make a mess. Oh, mess.
I'm ready to go.
I'm sorry. Okay, next one. We have 3 more. Trichophilia. If you are a trichophiliac, then you love human hair. The way it smells, feels. Everything about hair gets you going. And there might be a very good reason for this from science. All right, now. Human pheromones, the chemical arousal stimulators that people produce in their skin, are especially prominent in the head area. So if you love your significant other's hair, you might want to try including it more overtly in foreplay. Now, clearly, I would say this is more of a white person shit because technically when I get my lace wigs or I have my hair really done, it's literally like a don't touch thing.
Even when my hair is out, like my natural hair, I don't want.
I'm not really into the touching of my hair.
Like, touching hair? I thought it said nut in hair.
Oh, I didn't say nut in hair.
I love my fucking hair.
It says wet hair can be very
My
erotic.
braids
Or a scalp massage. Do you like a scalp massage?
I love all of that. I'm obsessed with that.
So maybe you're
I love a scalp massage so much. This sounds ridiculous, but so I probably give maybe a few days between braiding. I will go get a massage just so I can have a scalp massage with my braids out of my head.
Well, I mean, braids be hurting the scalp.
Like, but no,
So
it's a thing.
scalp massage
And then
makes
even
sense
with
with
my braids, because I mean, I get knotless, so it doesn't hurt anymore. But I love it. I love it. Old Bay likes to rub ears. I'll be like, get in my hair. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I tell all my niggas, all my hoes,
To just.
and when I'm saying this, I don't mean currently. I mean like over the years. Not one person in my life doesn't know that I need that to sleep.
I think a scalp massage is how I usually initiate in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's weird now.
That's how you initiate in the bedroom?
See, to me,
That's
I'd
what
be like,
niggas
don't
do
touch
when
my
they want me
hair.
to stop talking.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah. 100%.
Like there's literally
Aw.
a specific
And now I mean,
moment.
and I'm bald headed now, so I just be like, "Can you not touch my hair?" 'Cause
Why?
I already got to lay it down with a do rag. So like when he want to play in my hair, it like literally it sticks up, it frizzes, and now I'm like, nigga, now I gotta go grab my Nairobi and my do rag.
I love it. 'Cause it's so sensitive.
now I gotta lay my shit
There's
down.
a way to do it still. You could still do kind of pats.
Yeah, like I know I'm half white, but my shit does not be laying. I be having to lay my shit down, and it just annoys me because no, don't mess it up, especially in between washes. Shit. The next one, y'all, is
Come on.
I'm trying to. I feel like the K is silent, like Nyx. So
yeah.
Nismalagnia.
Yeah, I think
Nismalagnia.
Nismalagnia is good.
So Nismalagnia is actually the tickling fetish.
Don't do that to me. 'Cause
Nah,
I ain't gonna hold
fucking
you.
fart.
I will. Oh, you. Wait, you what?
I will fucking fart.
You fart from being tickled?
Because I just like it gets so anxious and I start to
So I ain't gonna hold you. If you motherfucking tickle me, I'm punching the dog shit out you.
Yeah, I think tickling-
like it hurts. Tickling hurts.
Oh, it hurts you.
Tickling,
You're one of those.
because and I'm like claustrophobic, so then I feel like I have paralysis and I can't move. So I just be like, and then I just go to fight. I just gotta fight a motherfucker. Don't motherfucking tickle me. But if you like tickling, this is a thing. I fucking hate
no
tickling.
shaming.
we never did Tickled on Patreon, but you need to watch that movie, Mandii. It was literally
No, tickling is probably one of those.
no about how they like use these young boys.
See what I mean?
He would basically like if anyone. I know we talked about this a few months ago. We were supposed to do a Patreon cinema on it, but we didn't. But this fucking shit was so crazy. Tickled is it's like a Sundance type film of this guy who is like hiring guys on Craigslist for $100 to get tickled on camera.
Bruh.
And he would like use it to weaponize them when they were like at work, like older, like later in life. Like, it was crazy. But
Wow, that's kind of fucked up.
oh man, it's a really good doc.
Nah.
But the tickling community is a whole thing. There's a guy I went on a date with, and I remember like he was already turning me off. And like he thought he was saying something funny to me when he dropped me off and like tried to tickle me, and I literally almost punched him in the nose.
Yeah, don't tickle me.
There's some like just don't put your hands on me,
Period.
please.
I don't like tickling. Like even when I get massages, like or when the bitches is doing my feet at the salon, I be like, all right, I need you to be a little rougher down there because it tickle, and now you about to mess up my gel polish.
A certain
Like,
anxiety comes upon me.
Yeah, I don't
Someone
like-
says, "Are you ticklish?" I'm like, "I'm not," but don't because they're gonna
Oh, I
cry.
be lying now. I be like, hell no, I'm a motherfucking G. You can't tickle me. And then they go to tickle, and then I like I be drooling. A bitch be like,
I hate that feeling.
I fucking hate
Like
tickling.
it's not fun for you.
No, it's not fun for me. It's not fun. Don't fucking tickle me. And I just fucking went too hard with that. Now, my arm is like, arm hurt. All right, then last two. Mask fetish. Now, I actually spoke about this. Now, wearing a mask is, of course, a part of BDSM and playing with your sensory. This was actually, masks ain't for me. The one time I did agree to be blindfolded, the nigga stealthed me and removed his condoms.
Let's go back.
That's so
He
disgusting.
what?
He stealthed.
Stealth.
Wow.
So literally, when we were done, like when he came, he literally went to take off my mask. But before he took off my mask, he said, "Don't be mad at me." And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, it felt so good. And he let me know that he took off the condom
Wow.
while I was wearing a blindfold. And
can't
so
fucking
from there,
believe.
I will never probably wear a blindfold. However, if you are with a partner who you do trust, couples that enjoy mask fetishes tend to do it because they like the idea of anonymous sex. These individuals may have a range of sexual kinks that span from swinging to swapping. But you could try out a mask fetish and explore the realm of the anonymous in a perfectly monogamous environment with your significant other.
COVID-19.
Individuals that have a thing for masks are also usually into bondage and BDSM play. So again, if you see that your partner is actually into using masks, this could be a gateway into other things, such as maybe a ball gag, such as restraints, and other things that can be used in the bedroom. The last one, guys, and here we go. BDSM suspension. Now, this one I don't think can be at all for a beginner, because it's either going to really cost you a lot, or you may have to actually go to a dungeon, which is where I experienced this for the first time. But BDSM suspension, sexual kinks, the submissive in the dynamic is suspended somehow. So either over the bed, hung from a piece of furniture, or a doorway. I was hung from the ceiling in a dungeon, and it was really interesting.
You did the suspension thing. That's fun.
I did this actually in Orlando at Secrets. So at Secrets, there's a dungeon.
Is that a resort?
Girl, yes. It's a swingers resort in Orlando. It's really kissing me. But
I
went there.
What does that mean, that it's Kissimmee?
Kissimmee ain't really Orlando. It's close to Disney.
Kissimmee is the city that they made for Disney.
But I went to Secrets with my homegirls, and they had a dungeon in there. And in this dungeon, everyone had to remove their shoes. But it was really, really dope. Like,
why are the floors padded?
Just because there's
I
toys
remember
in there.
in hedonism we had to take our shoes off.
You had to take your shoes off. And so you put them in the locker, and there was the guy that suspended me was called Scarecrow, I believe. And he was super into bonding. So he actually suspended me. He put me into bondage.
Oh, like Dash does that.
Yes, but literally had me up in the air and twirling. And it was like the stretch that I got. And also, I also did it and had a couple come around, and the woman flogged me, and the guy did electrocuting to me. Like, it was intense. It was in a dungeon, and I was like, do it to me, give it to me.
In Orlando?
In Orlando, bitch. I'm not gonna lie. If anyone has been to Secrets, or if you're in Orlando and like, oh my God, where do I go for a sex club? It was really white. But apparently they have black nights. But we went. It's like a timeshare, so you can actually run
came
around.
on here and talked about the Woods or something in Orlando that was a sex club.
Oh,
and where he saw a lot of shit going on in there. I mean, we actually. I know we're probably too late for it, but we do need a sex club episode. So of different cities and sex parties. So if you guys have one, we should.
Well, we know the couple.
But like the major cities,
Athen,
like the Atlanta.
Her name was Athen. They came up with us on the Houston stage. So we know a Houston swingers group. We know a ton here in New York. You know what? Let's do that. If you are the owner or a promoter of a sex club party, also because each one I've gone to now is so different, I would love to see how it differs across.
We should try to make the best list that we can.
I would love to do that for you guys, because a lot of y'all literally will be in fucking Tennessee and be like, hey, do you know the sex club here in Tennessee?
I am so tired of this one email. I just gotta say this. Do not write me. I cannot tell you how annoying it is. Please, like, seriously. And I rarely ask people not to, but this is dumb. People will write me and say, hey, Weezy, I want to have a threesome tonight. Do you know anybody?
Interesting.
Oh, what?
There's Reddits for that, just saying.
What the fuck do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm about to look through my shit
and pass off one of your hoes? Maybe. Yeah. Sharing is caring.
No, yeah. I'm not. If I was going to do that, it would be with someone I know. You think I'm going to send them to some random bitch on the internet with all the human trafficking and all the sex trafficking and all this fucking bullshit? Let's be real.
Oh, wait, it's men that hit you and ask you?
Women and men.
But it could be a fake page.
No, but women have been doing it, and I'm sorry, like, no.
I told y'all, just fuck your friends.
Fucking stop do some work, my nigga. Like, stop.
Just fuck your homegirl.
Dude, I had a couple write me. Oh, wait, I got to read you this. This is so funny.
That's probably one of these safest ways. No.
And I'm not going to lie.
I think so.
It was a respectful DM, but it was funny.
Here we go.
Good morning, Weezy.
Actually,
Wifey and I are huge fans of the show. Hopefully we can bump into you in the city and take you home with us. Enjoy your day.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Not the home mail.
They made it nice.
I mean, that's a nice gesture.
That's a nice,
Were they a good looking couple?
I can't really see the picture. They both have masks on in their picture, but hey, they're black. That's very sweet of you. Although there is no question, we do have a thank you message from someone that came in, and it says, this is just an email to say thank you. I'm in a group chat with 6 girlfriends from college and of course discuss different topics. And it always makes me realize how close-minded and hypocritical these hoes are and how the rest of the world can be. I've always been open-minded and accepting, but I'd be lying if I said your show didn't take it to a different level. I've been dealing with a guy for the last 6 months who had previously tested the waters with a man and just so happened to ask in conversation. I just so happened to ask him. And he was honest. Truthfully speaking, pre-Whoreibledecisions, me would have probably stopped talking to him, even though I really like him, on some nothing against him and his sexuality, but he can't be my nigga every time. But post WD me and all 233 episodes just feels like, why? He tried it and he didn't like it. That doesn't mean he's gay. It probably makes him even more secure in his sexuality because he knows for sure it's not him. Yeah. Anyway, this man is amazing, treats me better than anyone I've ever dated, and better than them group chat bitches have ever been treated. And it's just crazy to think I could have missed out on this amazingness for something like that. So thank you for having on the guests that you've had and the conversations you've had around this and more. I love you and I can't wait for the live show to get back popping. Thanks for being my real friends, because fuck them hoes. Never stop. Signed, a happy hoe.
I really will say,
it's a really good hoe.
In a response to that, I think that, believe it or not, your friends will keep you from finding happiness. I think your friends are a lot of the most judgmental. And honestly, a lot of them are envious if you find someone that treats you better than maybe how they've been treated. I do also think that...
Do you think you've experienced that?
From friends, I've definitely seen it on the outside looking in. Like friends just, and I don't want to get too particular because I know they listen to this show, but I introduced my homegirl to a guy who's treating her really, 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 really well. And the friends that surround her were pretty much actually admitted to being jealous because they said, damn, no one's ever done that for me. Or they've tried to they don't even want to be around him because they're like, well, why can't I find a guy like this?
What?
Girl, this has been an actual thing that has happened to me. My homegirl have talked about it. And I was
But are they saying it
like those are girls you probably shouldn't be around because they probably don't want the best for you.
But is it because there's I really believe this, like an innocent type of jealousy. I don't
believe in innocent jealousy.
I do. For example, if you told me that this weekend you went to the beach and had an amazing trip, I'd be like, damn, bitch, for real? Oh, I was stuck at home. I don't want you to have a bad time. Oh my God, whatever. Or for example, if you said, girl, I got fucked last weekend, I'd be like, bitch, I ain't even get no dick. That's
okay.
That's why I'm saying when their homegirl said, damn, I don't have anybody like that. Is it I don't know. I talk like that sometimes and I don't mean it with harm, right? Okay. I haven't been having sex. You've been having sex. I'm like, damn, you gotta
enjoying yourself, but I wish I was there too, kind of a thing.
Yeah, maybe, if you I can't think of. I just said
okay,
an orgy.
But what about
orgy would give me anxiety, but a zoo date or going to the beach with your man, I haven't had that time. That would be so nice. I wish I could.
Yeah, but
I
would say you are your homegirl, and this has happened to me. Then I was the hoe ass friend. I know a lot of my friends miss me being single and being the hoe ass friend. For the trips, for the hangouts, for the free dinners, for the clubs. And now I'm the bitch in love. And so I do know that I do have a lot of friends that probably liked the version of myself, single, more so than me with my partner. Because now literally, anytime I go out, unfortunately, luckily, everyone that has met my nigga likes him. He gets invited everywhere. So I am one of those where even if I'm just out having dinner or lunch with a friend, or my friend invites me to a party, I'll let him know. And if he pops up, everyone's okay with it. But I invite him to everything. And whether that's a thing or not, with my friends here, I know that now my friends traveling don't really like it because they're like, no, bitch, we're going to travel just us. Don't invite him. Don't bring him here.
I don't think that's more about your man than it is about, I want to be with my friend. Vinny gets like that with me, right? He loves Obey. Yeah. But he wants to be with me. He came here to see me. He's like, no, I don't care if that nigga's paying for dinner. I want to be with you, bitch. It ain't him. It's just you want your friend. So I think that could be two things to do with it, right? Because if you want to connect in your partner a way where you need him to be in social settings with you and you don't really need girl time because you want to spend it with him, then fine. But that's a fine line because a lot of women neglect their friends and relationships. And I don't mean by phone calls. I know you keep up with your friends and you visit them. But let's just say in the city, if your friend really needs a girls' night,
Right.
You gotta know when your friend needs a girl tonight.
Right.
Like I've had a few homegirls tell me like, no, bitch, because everybody knows that 1 year where me and Obe was fucking everybody out of last lap. Girl, if I'm out with my friends, like it's like 3 o'clock, I'm be like, okay, bitch, well he coming. And they're like, girl, why? Because it's a different vibe for them. Right. Even if you're not talking to niggas, now they can't really talk to niggas because nobody's coming up to y'all. Like,
oh, they could definitely talk to niggas.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Why does it? How is that?
Yeah.
If I'm third wheeling, it's a different thing when you want like a wing woman type of situation. Even if, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that. Or shit, even me and Alex had an argument because he was like, I don't understand what's the big deal. If I'm with somebody, why can't I go? I'm like, no, we go on a dinner together. And I also think the other issue with this too is what I didn't understand is I felt like I had so much fun with my man. I want everybody to meet him.
That's me now. Like even Dustin, anytime me and Dustin hang out, he'll be like, well, go ahead and invite,
So-and-so.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I mean, yes and no. If your friends made it clear they want time with you,
I understand that. Yeah. I understand that. But also, fuck them 6 hoes in your group chat, bitch. Yeah. And enjoy your man.
Join our Discord, by the way, on our $15 Patreon tier. And this is actually a shameless plug, but seriously, there's like-minded people right fucking there.
Yep.
Yeah, someone actually said they thanked us. They found a sugar daddy through our Discord app. And we have a lot of girls actually, and I'm hoping they share the story. I didn't try to hit them on Patreon, but they had a whole threesome. Like there's like traveling threesomes. Like there's girls that have linked up and they just fuck all their niggas together. Cool. Like there's such like-minded people that like, I don't know. Dope. I need to get on there and find me a motherfucking sugar daddy.
Same.
Well, patreon.com/Whoreibledecisions. And you'll get our bonus episodes and our town halls coming up with Vinny. And what else do we do on there? Merch.
You got merch.
And bonus
also,
episodes every week.
You guys heard in the beginning of this episode an ad. We do have our Whoreibledecions Decisions plush dolls. Make sure you guys click the link in the episode. We partnered with Makeshift for these.
You can braid my hair for me.
Y'all, these are not available forever. You either get them now. They're only available for the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
So if you haven't gotten your order yet, they are very affordable. They're only $25.99. You get to sleep with Weezy and I for less than $30.
And it is one doll. I know some people said Mandii had a mullet, but it's just because
she's behind me. That's all.
No, bitch, I'm in front.
No, bitch, you behind me.
I'm in the front.
Bitch, you behind me.
I'm in the front.
You behind me.
You see?
Bitch.
This bitch got it fucked up.
Bitch, she behind me.
Have a great day.
But no, make sure you guys click the links in bios to join our Patreon to get your Makeshift dolls. And also, if you haven't yet, we have merch. So if you're watching here on YouTube, I am wearing our
like, bitch, what kind
Decisions
of
pins. And we have our Whoreibledecisions Decisions things. So make sure.
I got the pins. Oh, well, there you go.
Got them. So make sure y'all go over to whorehive.com and we have a 4 set of enamel pins. And again, all of this information is in the description of this week's episode. So make sure you do that. We are leaving you guys with a 5-minute bonus clip from a bonus episode. And guys, this has been yet another episode of Whoreibledecisions. Peace. I didn't have soldieries on their feet. But instead of that, what they did have was the fucking tube socks and slides. And we know that's a Southern thing. So they were walking around with tube socks, slides, and towels because, of course, they needed towels around their waist if they were naked. They did have a full buffet, which I will say was amazing. At midnight, they switched to breakfast. And I will say one of the other things is we didn't show up till about 1.
Not Mandii talking about the menu.
No, the menu was great. They had grits, cheese, biscuits, like everything. But what's also crazy,
I don't want to eat cheese in a sex club. A charcuterie plate, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. It was good. It was good. So what happened and what we noticed is we went during the swap off. And what I mean by that is as we were coming up, it was nothing but a line of black folks and all the whites were coming out. And I will say, y'all know Zachary, who's been on the show, I mentioned he was at a sex club and I was like, I just found him to be very good looking. And when we go to NSFW, that's the only sex club I've gone to with more white people than black. Mm-hmm. But they're good looking people. Bitch, the white people in Atlanta, I felt like they all had Confederate flags and shotguns in their car.
They were like, we're going to get us some BBC and we're going to take that black bitch down.
No, bro, I was talking to my homegirl and I was like, these white people scare me. Like, I'm scared. Outside of that, again, shout out to Chelsea. We talked about sex club music. The DJ was awful, so he didn't set any sort of type of mood.
What kind of music was it?
It was like, it made you want to twerk. So like literally you see one person sucking dick and the next couple is twerking. Like, it was just like, it was club music. So I didn't like that.
I'm gonna shake my money maker. Oh, sorry, it's free here.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And then my first experience ever. Now, ladies, if you haven't yet, go on over to listen to my other podcast, Period Sis. But one of the rooms I walked in smelled like
dick cheese.
No, not dick cheese. It was a woman, for sure. It was a woman, and me and my homegirl walked in, and I had to walk immediately out. And I was
smell just like, and taste.
This is the first time at a sex club that I think I've come across someone with bad hygiene that stunk up a whole room. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, I got to leave this room.
Ew.
So, and then what's crazy is I did end up meeting a couple. Girl, with 30 minutes to spare, we were there. We were there until it closed. I really liked the guy, actually.
You stayed all night at a club that smelled like
We did
BV?
because I was there for research. Well, only one of the rooms smelled like BV. I was there for research purposes. This was also the largest sex club I had ever been to in my life. So it was
2 floors, right?
No, it wasn't 2 floors at all. But when you walk in, there's a bar, then the buffet, a whole seating area, then a whole dance floor.
Describe a club that we may have went to for the size. Marquee?
It was big, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even know how to explain it, even to a restaurant.
Tier in Orlando.
No, because it's not upstairs, downstairs. It's just long. It's just long, and there's so many rooms. Mind you, they had at least 8 private rooms, and within the private rooms were mirrored, like you could see to the other room, but you could also see yourself, type of thing. It was really
two-way mirror.
Two-way mirror.
No.
There you go.
Oh, something like that. But
it was.
So you had sex with the couple?
No, I didn't have sex with the couple. I ended up meeting the couple at the bar, and then we ended up going into the playroom. By this time, again, it was maybe 3:30. They had already done last call at the bar, so we went into the room. I wanted, like, the girl was really pretty, but you could tell she was also a dom. Like, she was super in charge. So, girl, as we're walking, I heard the whole story. So she was 40, he was 27. She also let me know that she had 7 children.
Okay.
Like, yes. So we sit down in the fuck area, like the main room where people have sex, and we start just
I'm sorry, Mandii said the fuck area. Like the fuck area. The fucking and the non-fucking section.
No, the fucking area. So we lay down and we start making out, then we start 3-way making out, and she was really pretty, and then we stopped, and she looked at me and she was like, "Do you work here?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Are you being paid to talk to us? Like, is this," I guess she has gone to parties like this, which we've talked about. They hire girls to make it look good.
Yeah.
So literally in between kissing, she stopped and asked me if I